timeline that just brings up the timeline options, which either can inherit the project settings or they can go to completely different project settings. Like we could be cutting this one in UHD at 5994, if we want to, instead of 23976, right? We can even change our color management on this timeline that's different from the project. And if we have a monitor that we're viewing it on, or if we want to scale it for output, we can also make those changes here. So having created that new timeline, if I had some media in here that I wanted to add, like Sean. Oh, here, let me just go to collections. Let's find some video clips and pull this guy, right? If this is my new edit, it's now timeline 17. When I'm in the deliver page, I can use the pull down menu if it's not the one that's currently selected, and now select the one I want, mark in-out range, and say that's the in-out range. We're going to H265, add it to the render queue. Now with the render queue, this actually will render all the timelines listed in here, or it'll render whichever one I wanted to select first, separately. Okay, so if I just deselect everything, render all is an option. And now you can just render all of your timelines at once.
So just to make a new timeline, like you just got one timeline, and say you got another project you want to say timeline 2 or something, you just go over there like that, okay? Create a new timeline.
Yeah, create a new timeline. Or say you have a bin of content, right? Create a new timeline using selected bin.
Okay.
Right?
That's where it would be anyway, in the bin. Yeah.
Right, so that's the timeline. That's the or create new multicam, I think I did just now.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's good.
So create new timeline using selected bin, or just a bin-based tool like that. Right? And it thinks I want a multicam.
Yeah, that's okay.
There we go. New timeline selected bin.
Yeah.
Again, override project settings if I need to. Go to UHD. 24, I'm going to leave it alone. If I wanted this to be center crop with no resize, I can change that too. So here, let's go back to, let's do 1280 by 1080. Yeah, that's a weird looking timeline, right? So there's my 6K source punched in, right?
Yeah.
Now if I change this, timeline 18, right click, timelines, settings.
I mean, I love that mini. It's great.
Let's go to UHD, leave it center crop, right? You can see now that's the overall clip. Turn that on and zoom out. That's the actual source clip that's in it.
Yeah.
However, Resolve is often best if you just use this timeline setting of scale entire image to fit.
Yeah, that's why
leave it alone. It automatically scales that to fit, so now I can just make that fit to my window. I'm cutting in UHD, but if my source is 6K, or my source is 2K, or my source is 8K, it's going to drop into 4K to work.
Okay. Perfect. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
You're a lot better than me explaining it.